Hello, my dear friends. I am Sri Arjun. Welcome. Sorry for interruption. Today we'll discuss how our human brain mind functions. Very precisely, very simply, step by step, we will investigate it. And those who are watching me, you are also invited to investigate with me. Together, we are investigating this fact. Our mind and brain always function with some motive and direction. Without motive and direction, our mind seems to be full. It is called useless mind in our so-called civilization. Let's see where we are reaching by our investigation. Our schools, colleges, teachers, gurus, parents, traditions, cultures, societies taught us certain pattern for functioning the brain, for functioning the mind. They always taught us you must have some direction, you must have some motives. Without motives, without direction, you are useless. They taught us. Now, how our brain and mind is working? Our brain and mind are working with some experiences, with some knowledges, with some habits. Our brain and mind are constantly under the influence of knowledge, experiences, motives, habit, and on and on and on. What is experiences? What is knowledge? What is habit? First, we have to understand this very clearly. A certain clarity required in this stage. Without clarity, we cannot investigate, we cannot reach to a conclusion. Our experiences always in the past. In the present moment, there is no experiences. There are no experiences in the present moment. In the present moment, there is no habit. In the present moment, there is no desires. In the present moment, there is no knowledge. Do you accept this fact? Your investigation is important. It is my investigation. In the present moment, you will have no knowledge. You cannot desire anything. You will have no habit. You will have no experiences in the very present moment. Can you desire anything in the present moment? Suppose you are thirsty, you need a glass of water. When you desire for a glass of water, it is in the near future. See, just investigate, it is in the near future. Whatever your desire, it goes to the future, not it cannot stand in the present. What about the knowledge? Knowledge about science, knowledge about geography, knowledge about history, knowledge about philosophy, ethics, methodology, anything under the sky. The knowledge is always about of the past. Just investigate. What are your experiences? Can you have any experiences in the present? The moment you say it is my experiences, it is past. So it is very quite clear. Our brain, our mind are under constant influence of the past. Is it clear? My dear friends, very seriously think this. It is our life. It is our life. We have to think now. We cannot late anymore. And we are very boast of our knowledge, our experiences, our ideology, our habit. We are very boast of all this fact. And what are the consequences? Our brain, our mind working, functioning under the influence of knowledge, motives, directions, experiences, habits. What are the consequences? Now we are going one step ahead. Every anatomy, every system, every organ in our body are working at the present moment. Our heart pumping. It is pumping at the present moment. Our kidney, our lungs, our spleen, we are breathing. Everything happening at the present moment. You cannot breathe for the past or the future. Your heart cannot pump blood for the future, for the past. Everything happening at the very present moment. But our mind and brain are working under the influence of the past experiences, knowledges, habit, then what happened? Our brain, our mind creates a contradiction within the system. And this contradiction is very, very dangerous. Do you understand this fact? It is my, it is our life. It is our life. We have to think of this thing. When mind brain contradicts, then what happened? That brain becomes dangerous. Mind becomes dangerous. This mind and brain start speaking of great thing, big thing. It speaks of ideology. It speaks of knowledge. It speaks of wisdom. It speaks for peace. But in action, but in reality, this brain and mind is very ready to kill other people, kill our neighboring countries. They are very ready to divide, to build the boundary wall. They are ready to accumulate wealth. Because contradiction already have been happened within our system, working under the influence of the past, but its very system is within the present. The past and present start create a fiction, and out of this fiction a contradiction happen, and with this contradiction our brain becomes very dangerous, and it is happening everywhere. We speak of ecology, environment, but our brain and our mind are ready to destroy the environment, to disbalance the ecology. Everywhere happening the same thing, everywhere happening the same thing. We are destroying the beautiful planet, we are destroying the beautiful nature, but we talk big about the ecology, about the nature. But for our furniture, we are ready to cut the trees. That is the contradicted mind. Our schools, colleges, teachers, parents, traditions, societies, philosophies, spirituality, religion, every department taught us to work with a certain pattern. And our brain and our mind are accustomed to it. When brain and mind are accustomed to work with a certain pattern, then what happened? Every single minute, every single hour, every day, the world is changing, the civilization is changing, the time is changing. But our brain, our mind is accustomed to work with a certain pattern, which he which it learned from our ancestors. from our grandparents, parents. But world is changing rapidly. With this changing pattern, with this changing time, how can brain cope up with all this movement? Our brain and mind cannot cope up with the changing movement of the time because it is totally fixed with a certain pattern taught by the past programming. Then again it creates some contradiction, and out of contradiction some fear, anxiety, stress, strain, agony start attacking our brain and mind, and out of desperation we do all the wrong things, and that is the present scenario in this present world. Very simple thing, it is not so complicated. Very simple thing, you need a little inward investigation, inward introspection. Nobody is ready, everybody is running outwardly. Whenever some problem comes, our brain cannot cope up, our mind cannot cope up, we start running outward, seeking for counseling, seeking for advice. Who will give you the advice? Advisor also strapped in with a certain pattern. We are running outwardly for thousands of years, nothing happened, no result came in the way. A inward introspection, a inward investigation is required. It is the right time. So our brain and our mind are accustomed to work functions with some motives and direction. And with this motive and fixed direction and fixed motives, our brain cells, trillions of brain cells, billions and trillions of brain cells are becoming inactive. They cannot renew themselves. They cannot change themselves because pattern is already established within it. What is the way out? Yes, there is a way out. Definitely there is a way out. Before investigating this, now I am telling you one thing. Yes, our memory, our past experiences, our knowledges, our habit are required. We are going to office, we are going to colleges, we are going to somewhere, we need some memory. Otherwise we cannot do it. When we are driving a car, a jet, a helicopter, we need memory. Without it, we cannot do this. We need them. But to what extent? Everything is needed for survival. But to what extent? That's why we have to stop the motives and direction, not permanently. Every on and off, if you stop your motive and your direction, then there is the possibility your brain cells, your mind can renew themselves, can change themselves with their own automatically. You don't need to hit your brain, you don't need to hit your mind, you don't need any scientific bombarding. You don't need any methodology. Within their own capacity, the brain cells, the mind can change themselves. That is the possibility. I am not telling you, don't believe me, don't accept me. After a lot of dialogues, lot of conversation with some scientist, molecular biologist, I am telling you, many investigations papers are available in the universities. If we can stop our motives, our so-called direction, every time like a monkey, we are all monkey. We are all monkeys. Every time we are seeking. We need motives, we need direction. And very easily we can stop it. And if we can stop it every on and off, not permanently, then our brain cells, our mind can renew themselves with the changing time. Then they don't need to seek any advice or counseling or any methodology or any path. It is capable enough to change themselves. Within a month, within few weeks, they can change themselves. But for that, your understanding, your correct introspection, inward introspection is required. And you have to ready for that. And you don't need to accept my theories. It is not my theories. It is a clearly scientific established fact. I have talked to many scientists, molecular biologists, cellular biologists, physicists. And after discussion, after conversation, I am telling you about this fact. Motives and direction are required, but minimum. You don't need too much of directions, too much of motives. You don't need. We need minimum motive, minimum direction. But our whole life is motive. Our whole life, we ourselves is a direction. We ourselves is a motive. We are poisoning ourselves. The system, the brain, the mind, the cells, every systems, they are not working out of experiences, out of knowledge. Knowledge, experiences have no role in the functioning of the heart, in the functioning of the kidneys. There you will find no knowledge. There you will find the immense pulse of life, immense pulse of life. Under the influence of the pulse of life, they are working towards eternity. That simple thing you have to understand. We, the higher educated people, white collar people with big degree, with big education stamp on our head, we are destroying this world, we are destroying this environment, we are creating the imbalance in the ecology. Why? For our contradicted minds. Let the brain undergo, let your mind undergo certain changes. And it can change itself. They have the immense capacity, immense capability. Just put aside all your knowledges, all your dogmas, all your philosophies, all your spirituality, all your religion, all your methodology. Put aside all your directions, all your motives. Put aside. They will renew themselves, they will change themselves. And with the changing time, they will start functioning with much more intelligence than your so called knowledge, so called experiences, so called teaching, learning, philosophies. They can do far more brilliantly. In our such technology, we just remove all your knowledge, all your methodology, all your habit, all your experiences, past experiences, for the time being, not permanently. With the process, with the technology, such technology, we just keep aside all your past accumulated knowledge, experiences, and make your mind and brain free so that it can renew themselves, it can change themselves. Then you will see the whole movement of the time, whole movement of the past is stopped. And when the whole movement of the past is stopped, then the brain starts functioning. with a miraculous way you can ever imagine. So don't run outwardly. Stop your outward seeking. Give little time to our Sat technology for your inward introspection. I will repeat this subject again. For some technical disturbances today, I got some disturbances, so I cannot do this properly. So I would like to repeat this subject again tomorrow or day after tomorrow, so that I can explain more clearly, more rationally, more logically. So stay tuned with me. Do take care of very good care of yourself. I am coming with the same subject again. Thank you.